Developing now, we continue to sort through the 173-page after-action report into the Brooklyn Homes mass shooting released by the city this week. Joining us live now with his take on the report, Adam Andrzejewski, CEO of OpenTheBooks.com. Adam, good morning. What are your big takeaways from this report?
So first off, Safe Streets. It's been funded to the tune of tens of millions of dollars, and it's been troubled by a lack of accountability, a lack of auditing, and a lack of transparency. And on this report, it shows that this was probably the only city entity that knew that this gathering, this event was going to take place. The Housing Authority, their employees were off for the weekend. They didn't know. Right. Law enforcement, they didn't. Their police intelligence operation, which would normally monitor social media, they weren't working. Officers weren't alerted to the gathering or the event. So Safe Streets was the only entity, and they knew early on that this event was going to take place when people were getting off buses. They were there. They mediated 5 disputes, marked them as solved, and then left the situation by the time the tragedy occurred. So it raises real questions about the basic competence of this program. There was a poison pill in place. They weren't allowed to report to the police that this event was taking place. So they were the only ones that knew, and they were handcuffed on being able to report it.
Obviously, they're out there trying to do their best. There's also police doing the same thing. What does that say about the policing there?
So, look, the headcounts on police are down over the course of the last decade by about 500 officers. And in the mayor's new budget, we pointed out this summer when that passed the city council that there was no material increase in the police budget to be able to hire more officers. So Baltimore was stuck with fewer officers on the street and the continuance of a fairly dangerous city. And this is a prime example of this. There's about 2,600 police officers employed by the city. But in the report, it shows that there was about 100 officers available if law enforcement even knew about the event. This shows that the thin blue line in the city of Baltimore, a population of 600,000 people, is very thin. In terms of a tragedy and a crisis like this in real time, there was only about 100 officers even available out of a total force of over 2,600.
Adam, we appreciate you taking time to dive into this a little more. Thank you.
Thank you.